welcome to the Bad Hire.
Thanks
you
for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Emma, you're both part of our production team, marketing team. So glad to have you. That's kind of cool.
Yep, been at the company for 3 years now and straight out of college and have never looked back since, and I've loved every moment of it. But the Bad Hire is kind of a newer thing for us, and so it's nice to be on the podcast and be able to produce it and
Well, I hope we get some good
hang
stories.
out with you guys.
I hope we get good stories.
I'm sure we will.
We're running,
Oh, for sure.
We run that $10,000 contest and people
Yeah.
submit it, and I hope that we get some really cool stories and we get to read some fun stories. I know you guys will enjoy reading, I think, them as they get submitted and recommending which ones to put on the show. So I think that's really cool. So here's one from Reddit.
Okay,
Okay, you ready?
we're going straight into the Reddit
yeah,
ones?
right
okay.
into the Reddit ones.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. So you'll have to tell me if you think these are good stories, bad stories,
I
or just
assume
whatever.
a lot of them would be
right?
bad. So that's why we're here, right? Okay.
We hired someone who is not the person we interviewed.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
My CEO and his influential friends researched and was able to confirm this was a different person. Before the end of his first day, he fired him.
Oh, God. Fired the first
I
day
don't
is
know
crazy.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
How do you we hired someone who was not the person
Like it
we
wasn't the same, the same person they thought they were bringing in. Like it was a completely different human
There's
being.
Like they interviewed, I guess, went through the whole process and then came to the job.
some other dude shows
Yeah.
up.
He was like, here's my filler.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he paid somebody to go to
Yeah.
the interview for him. Like,
Can I get one of those?
yeah, dude, do my interview. You're really good at it.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna show up. They
Yeah.
won't know a thing.
I mean, that's like sales. You have your SDR, and then the person who's actually going to demo you is a
Right.
completely different person.
Right.
Like a substitute teacher. For,
Yeah.
That's true. All right, here's one. I hired a tech one for IT. Guy spent his time walking around and talking about how poorly he was paid. And
We
how
have
he
one
didn't
like
want
that,
to,
actually.
and how he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Like
We'll cut
2
that.
weeks into the job, I let him
Okay.
go a month in. Probably shouldn't talk about how poorly you're paid right after accepting the job.
Yeah. Why would you accept it to begin with?
Yeah.
Complaining does not help.
Right? Lasted a month. I think interviews are actually really hard to do since they seldom correlate to how they'll actually function at work.
Yeah.
That is 2 of them were laid off. I guess this person's talking about they hired 2 or more. 2 of them were laid off, and one of them I'm actually putting on a PIP. You know
What's
what
a PIP?
Personal improvement plan.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, it means you're in trouble. They
Okay.
put you on that to tell you what you got to do to not be in trouble because your performance isn't good. A performance improvement plan, personnel improvement plan.
Yeah.
That's what PIP stands for. People can interview very well, but end up being a fraud. I wish I knew better questions to ask to weed out someone who actually knows what they're doing versus not knowing what they're doing.
Okay. I see.
like on the job or just in general?
Maybe both. I don't know.
Well, that's
I would
great.
probably
I would hope
both.
yeah. Well,
What?
Well, I'm just glad. I don't know. Can you imagine putting someone on a PIP week 2?
Just open up the
I mean, we fired somebody week 2. I remember not that long ago.
True, we did.
I was
Well, I
I was a part of that actually. It was
Yeah.
that was pretty brutal.
Just open up the interview. Commit any crimes lately?
Yeah, literally.
This came in a dream employee. After probation, literally the day after probation, they're talking about their employment probation. That's like
Yeah.
the 90 days of probation you have when you first get there. I guess follow the rules in probation or you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so after probation, literally the day after probation, they became a nightmare. Argued about their starting pay, stated they don't get paid to do most of the stuff we're asking them. They lasted a year or 2 because they repeatedly argued with me, refused a lot, tried to get his teammates riled up. It was a lesson, though.
Sounds like a toxic
It
relationship.
just says the
Like-
lesson was you would 2 years,
Yeah.
like
Why
90 days
why
in.
did they even stay for a year if they were
Miserable.
Yeah, this is
about-
apparently the person who hires them, and they're like, they know on the 91st day that it's a nightmare, and 2 years later they're
Yeah.
that's all he was just a bad hire from the
Sounds
beginning.
like a waste of time.
Yeah.
I hired a person who had the qualifications I was looking for, the experience I needed, the certifications that were the bonus on the job listing, and had an amazing 3 interviews and got along with everyone. It seemed so great. I was so excited. First day arrives, he's 15 minutes late. No biggie.
Yeah. Okay.
He got caught by the train right by our office. He had no way of knowing this train schedule.
Yeah.
He couldn't have checked in advance, going on the internet, or
You get a free
Check
pass
the
on the
board.
Yeah.
first
The
day.
first. Yeah.
he
The
had,
first
he
day.
had no way of knowing the train schedule.
Yeah.
But then he came in and was ranting about the incompetent train conductors not knowing how to navigate a switch, saying how he could do it better. And I asked him if he was a train conductor in a previous life because it was nowhere on his resume. That was our first clue.
Oh God.
Then while he was supposed to be watching those stupid onboarding videos, he was walking around telling people about all the changes he was going to make to make things so much better, like his old company. Then he proceeded to talk about how great their systems, et cetera, were compared to ours. Second clue. Next, he went into the chemical engineering department and told one of the engineers that he was there to shake things up and started telling him how to do things differently. Sir, you're here to be a chemical analyst. Sit down.
What position is this guy?
I don't know. I can't tell.
No, apparently the secret CEO. Then he decided his lunch should be over an hour because he's new and needs the extra time to decompress his brain and relax. Oh, he decided his lunch would be over an hour because he needed the extra time. He came back and went to the quality department and told them they shouldn't be allowed to quality control chemicals. I walked him out after that. He lasted 6 hours.
6 hours at a job? How? Like,
4 of those were working, and 2 of those were his decompression lunch.
how do you take a decompression lunch on the first day?
I guess when you think you know everything about everything.
Seriously, you're about
It's
to fix this company.
It's
so-
exhausting knowing
It's
everything about
exhausting.
everything.
Yeah. It's
It is exhausting knowing everything. Yeah, that was funny. I hired someone remote.
oh God.
I hired someone remote who would take team calls shirtless,
Ooh. Okay.
laying in bed, phone down on the counter while he was making lunch. So he was
Like he was on a
not
FaceTime
all
call.
this together. He would make team calls shirtless. He would make team calls laying in bed. He would do team calls while he put the phone down on the counter and made his lunch, etc.
Sounds like he thought he was on FaceTime with his
Absolutely,
friend.
Yeah, for real.
absolutely no idea how to present himself. He got on a client call while
God.
laying in bed and nuzzling his cat. What ultimately was the last straw, because the cat wasn't one. What ultimately was the last straw was he was doing bong hits.
Oh my God.
On the call?
A client call? Or
There's-
like, even, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
There's
but
no way. On the call.
Yeah,
What job is this?
I don't know. This,
Okay.
we once had a programmer one time who was a remote worker,
Mhm.
and I used the word work, not remote, liberally, and he forgot his camera wasn't on, and he was laying in bed. He looked like he hadn't gotten up in 4 days.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild time.
Sounds like they need to update their remote work agreement.
Yeah.
They need to
Yeah.
lay down some more rules.
Yeah.
Do you really have to put in writing? You must wear a shirt.
Apparently.
Don't nuzzle your cat
I mean,
in bed.
apparently.
We
like-
do have a remote work like policy though for dress, like
Yeah,
how
we
you,
do.
yeah. So I mean, maybe they need one.
Well, I mean,
Well,
you
what
never
got-
think you need to
Tell
these
them,
things,
yeah.
What gets
but-
me about this one is he got on a client call while laying in bed and nuzzling his cat, right? But then says what the ultimate last straw was. Like that wasn't
Yeah,
the
how many
last
chances
straw.
did they give him? Like,
How many strikes?
yeah, how many straws did he eat?
Right. I don't know. Here's another one from Reddit.
Okay.
Had a guy interview well and seemed to know his stuff. He did, but his confidence was just the tip of a larger iceberg of arrogance and swagger.
Ugh.
Any skills that he had were overshadowed by his grating personality. He referred to himself in the third person,
Oh God.
like he was quoting a greater person.
That should have been red flag number one.
Yeah.
What if he
Who
did
does
that?
that?
What if he did that in the interview? Yeah, Robert's a great hire. You should hire Robert.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if I said that?
Emma's a great hire.
I said that to you.
Yeah, Emma's a great hire. You
Emma-
should hire her.
yeah.
She's a farmer's daughter. Emma's
We'll
a
have to
great
edit
hire.
these out a lot.
I get to see you looking at me going, Emma's a great hire. You should hire her. She's the daughter of a chicken farmer.
Hmm.
You know I love that. As this Robert always says, opinions are like butts. Now this is him quoting.
This is his quote.
him.
Okay.
As this Robert always says, opinions are like butts. Everyone has one. Followed by a Harvard-style laughter. Can you do that for me, Emma? What's a Harvard? Oh, yeah. It's
I don't believe
I
I,
went
know
to
what that
Harvard.
is.
She's from Marshville. She doesn't know what a Harvard-style laugh
laughter
is.
Yeah.
and a smug head wobble. He was too casual to upper management. He'd invite himself to private meetings, acting like some old hat experienced executive. What is an old hat experience?
Somebody who's been at the company for a long time.
Okay,
Old hat.
an old hat.
Okay.
Until he was asked to leave. We got a lot of complaints about his behavior. It was like he assumed being hired meant he had to play the part of some higher up manager, only he was several degrees off of reading the room, as it were,
Sounds like he was just socially awkward a little bit.
and treated his peers like subordinates. He also started projects nobody asked him to do and roped in coworkers. This sounds like a rant. This is just now becoming
Yeah.
a stream of conscience complaint about this guy.
Yeah.
The bad hire.
Yeah.
Send in your complaint.
Yeah.
Complain about your coworker. And
Your
roped in
coworker.
coworkers and
Not
random,
even your hires, your
Yeah,
coworkers.
yeah.
Complain about your
Just complain about
coworkers. Yeah.
and roped in coworkers and random project managers into these projects until he was told to stop. Good night. This person keeps going. We worked on his behavior,
How long
but he
is that?
didn't
know.
stop it. This person is ranting. This was therapy. I think.
Yeah.
Just passively
Like
complained
most
about
of
it.
Reddit
Like,
is. Yeah.
Jerry, I need you to send out some emails on behalf of the team, but get our boss's approval. I guess because he'd do air quotes.
So he made other people do his dirty work for him, pretty much.
Definitely wrote this down in his notes app.
Yeah.
Waiting for the day he got to use it.
Yeah, you talking about whoever wrote the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kept going back to
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
You know, when I don't know.
Like,
I hope you don't do that
let
at
me
work.
add
but-
that.
Do that at work.
Yeah, I hope you don't do that at work. I hope you don't have a running notes pad. Do you have that, Emma? Do you have like a running
No.
notes thing?
Not a complaint.
Where you just
No.
go there and write bad stuff? That,
No.
Never even thought of that. Maybe I should start. Just kidding.
no, I mean, she mentioned it like,
I
Yes.
just think about how I use my
Yeah. You
notes
just
app to write down random
write down
thoughts.
your thoughts.
That sounds like what that is.
Yeah.
this sounds like a collection of random thoughts.
Yeah, that they just keep adding
Yeah.
to.
A little bit.
Most likely not the $10,000
No, I don't
award
think so.
winner.
No,
I will
that's-
tell
that's
you
just
though.
a diary.
Very,
entry.
I would
very-
love to
yeah.
find out more.
Very good writing style, though.
No, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. If they need a
stream of
copywriting
conscious,
position.
yeah, stream of conscious. Write any thought. Forget about sentence structure. We need to turn this one into a video. I hired someone remote who took his team call shirtless
Mhm.
because that would be hilarious to see the video of some shirtless dude on a Zoom call.
I wish we
Be a
had
great
the video.
commercial.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be a great commercial.
Can we send
Oh my
in like
God, that
our,
would be a
your
great
worst
commercial.
bad hire videos, like people who just did horrible at their job too, like on footage?
Security camera footage.
Yeah.
All right, laying in bed, phone down on the counter while he was making his lunch. Absolutely no idea. He got on a client call. This is the scene I want to shoot,
Okay.
right? He got on a client call, laying in bed, nuzzling his cat. Right? I think that would be good.
And then it just comes up at the end.
I just want to know how he was nuzzling his cat in bed, though. Like, was it on top of him? Was it like, because you have your computer, it's not that big of a screen. Like, it had to be like on the, like right here in his chest.
You mentioned it a while ago. You got to tell your story.
Oh, you want me to tell my story?
Yeah, the way you were talking about it a while ago. So
Okay, my bad
I
hire.
don't know. I think
This isn't even my story. It's the company's story, but
Well,
it is a
you're
bad
the-
hire.
Yeah, no.
What
it was a
happened
bad
to
I
hire.
was
you?
involved. Yeah, what happened to me?
It happened to her.
Yeah.
I was a part of the hiring team, so
Yeah.
I'm super.
You did this to her.
Actually, well, the same person who hired you is the same person who hired this guy. So this is somebody
Are you
else's.
saying I'm gonna
Really?
turn into a bad
No.
hire?
'Cause-
Yeah,
yeah.
no. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because it was because Emma started in tech.
so do you want?
Oh,
Then we
right.
then we roped her into marketing and production. So yeah.
Yeah. So do you want me to tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was this IT guy who started, and I want to say it was his first week. It was his first week.
I mean, this started right away.
And like immediately he tried talking to like all the women in the office, which was like, I mean, obviously just a lonely guy, 45, 50 years
He was
old.
newly divorced.
Newly
I had
divorced.
learned
Okay, I
that.
was
So
about
he
to ask
just
I was about to ask if like
Yeah.
he
would
was married or
refer to
anything.
his wife, but then remind you later on it was his ex-wife, but would call her his wife still.
yeah.
And would try and talk to people in Spanish and would try and say things that you thought, oh, they don't speak Spanish because his wife spoke Spanish
Right.
originally, right? And so anyways, he was in IT, and you heard stories throughout the office, so like people complaining about him, just him being kind of creepy. And he would like come over and I mean talk to me a lot, but talk to like our side of the office and be like, yeah, I'm on Hinge, I'm on all these dating apps. And then I think he even mentioned
If he's handing out
Grinder, like just all these crazy things, and you're just like, okay, well, you're just telling me these things. I don't need to know about you, right? And so immediately that always made me uncomfortable. I
he
mean,
wore a T-shirt with his
Yeah.
hinge handle on it.
yeah, literally, yeah. It was like, you know, the guys who have their like Instagram handle on their car. It was
Right.
kinda,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
that.
him.
But anyways, so one day I asked for help with my computer, as one does with IT. You need your help, you know, whatever. So I Teams him and say, hey, come help me. Like I, need help with my computer. And so he says, okay, I'll come right over. So I'm sitting, I'm, working at my desk, typing and everything. And he comes up behind me, and next thing I know, his like nose is literally on my neck, and he's sniffing the side of my neck all the way up to like my ear. And I immediately was just like, okay. And he in my ear goes, you smell so good. Like that, right? And I internally died. I'm like, I just need help with my computer. And so I immediately like push back my chair. I'm like, no way that just happened. And so I just get up and I leave. And I like go ask somebody, I'm like, am I supposed to tell somebody this? Like, do you tell
Yes.
somebody? Well,
You are?
I didn't
Yes.
know. Never happened. Nothing had ever happened to me like
This
this.
is
at
a
work.
really bad hire.
Exactly. And I didn't know that you go tell somebody these things, because I'm like, this is the first time it's ever happened to me. I'm
Right,
like,
you're like
young in my
20
career.
years old.
Yeah. And I only worked for women-led
Especially if it's
companies
like
before.
his first week there.
Yes.
He's being weird
Very odd.
already. No.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. And so I go and I hide, and I ask somebody, what do I
I think-
say? Who do I tell?
Yeah.
And
Well, you told, and then
he got fired that day.
yeah.
Luckily, nope. I was like, do we want to like put him on a probation? And they were like, no, we'll just let him go.
No.
We don't mess with bad hires. But it was funny though, because he was looking for me after. I don't know if you know this. I
No.
tried hiding, and he was searching for me in the office, asking
Oh.
people where I had gone.
Oh.
Right. And
I
so
always want to apologize.
Immediately.
maybe
Tell you he didn't
maybe
need
he
anything,
knew. Yeah. And then he would.
Absolutely
I had to know better.
Yeah.
Had to know better. Emma, do you have any like if there any helpers at the farm, at the chicken farm that were
Her
bad
dad, her
hires?
brother.
Would your dad have a really good bad hire story?
We had a guy steal from us once.
Oh,
Steal tools from us
tools.
periodically. Yeah.
Is your dad a
Like
big
what
guy?
kind of tools?
My dad. You met my dad.
I think so. Is he a big guy? I don't know. I just
really.
picture him as like
He's lanky.
he's like
He's like-
tough farmer, like really rough hands.
He's
Yeah.
a tough guy. Like, yeah, he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't hire people very often. He's very particular about his work.
Oh, yeah. So he does it all
And-
himself.
And me and my brother.
He had you.
The
were
family.
you, were
the
you
family
the bad hire?
No. The family are great helpers because we do the work the way it's supposed to be done, the way he wants it done.
Oh,
And that became a big issue whenever he would hire help. Doing things halfway just don't.
right. See why I hired you?
Yeah.
You had a ton
You
of
had to do it the right
experience
way.
doing it the right way,
Yep.
Yeah.
right? I knew that was the deal.
Doing
You were
it
either
halfway won't
going to
fly.
be the daughter who never came outside and never helped because you were like not doing it, or you were going to be the daughter who was just out there in the grind every day doing it because it's a tough job.
Whether
and
I
so-
wanted to or not, he's
Right,
gonna put me to work.
Right. Okay. I love it. That's the reason I heard that about you.
How about you,
From who?
Ken? How about you? Do you have any bad hire stories?
I got like 40.
Just 40 in the chamber right
Give
now.
your
Right
top.
now.
Give
I know
your
you gotta
top
spread
one.
them. You gotta spread them over the episode. So
Right.
tell us,
Give your
like,
top one right now.
yeah, episode
Top
2.
one.
Tell us your like worst one of all time.
Worst
A
one?
funny
Yeah.
one.
No, I'll just tell you a quick one.
Okay.
So we did hire a guy in sales one time, and he was, had this big long resume of excellence and was going to be awesome. And like in day 2, someone came to me and said, "He smells like alcohol."
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, okay. Maybe a celebratory drink. You got a new
Yeah.
job." And then I think probably it was the next week when I was, he came back. I was told he came back late from lunch, like really late in his first week. Like, how do you get there in the first week and you're already coming back? They're taking a 3-hour lunch.
Yeah.
And so, and he was coming through. I was walking through the parking lot and I walked past his car and I looked down and it's like 2:30 in the afternoon and he was completely passed out with a bottle of bourbon like in his lap where he had just been drinking it
Yeah.
straight out of the bottle until he just completely passed out and went to sleep.
Is that where he was the whole 3 hours, just out in the parking
Yeah,
lot?
just drinking.
Bourbon
He
at
would just
2
go out there
in
and
the
drink.
afternoon.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well,
So,
Well,
That's what they
well,
say.
I mean, it could happen, but at work. So
Yeah.
it was, I don't know. It was hard because, when that happens, right? You want to just be like, "Hey, bro, you're fired."
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
legal shows up and HR, and they're like, "Well, you can't fire him because he's been drinking.
Yeah.
Like, you can't send him home. You can't tell him to leave. You can't." It's like,
Get a DUI.
because now,
True,
he
true.
could
Yeah.
get stopped and get hurt, and so
yeah.
we end up having to keep an eye on him, and then, but you do it, in that particular case, we offered him some help, tried to get him into an employee assistance program, and
Like help just for that day or help for a
no,
long
for
term
just
sustained
trying to
help?
recover
Okay.
from drinking.
Okay.
That
I was
the
like,
problem,
what's
but
your hangover at the office
I
plan?
don't know that
type
we
of-
I don't know that we even had to fire him. I think it was kind
Okay.
of a mutual decision. I mean, he was pretty
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Mhm.
He had let it get out of
New
control.
rule: you must be breathalyzed when you
Yeah.
come back from lunch.
Well, that's what they have in their car. It checks.
He can't start his car without a
Yeah.
breathalyzer. We should have checked.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be part of the interview
It's
process.
like,
Yeah.
you got to work this
Can we see
morning,
your
so you
car?
breathalyze
Do
yourself.
do you have an
so
ignition starter
Yeah.
that's a breathalyzer?
it's like when Randall was like wanting us to take pictures of inside people's car to see if we could guess who was whose car. It's like, oh, they have a breathalyzer in their car.
Oops. That was confidential information.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. All right.
How
Yeah.
about
So
like smoking marijuana? Like, I feel like we've had some people come through who
Oh, I
ask
used-
you up front who
I used to have one of my best employees was smoked every single day.
yeah,
Which is crazy because we're in the
background
drug testing
yeah.
business too. But she was a cancer survivor, and she began doing smoking, I guess,
Mhm.
to help with pain and
pain.
with rehab and all that.
Yeah.
And so she was a cancer survivor, and she was incredibly thankful for it. So I think after that, she just continued to use it, a bit. I think she felt like it saved her life. So yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah. But for somebody else, that's like that could have been a bad hire. But for you, it was okay.
Yeah. I've not anybody called anybody like hidden the bong in the parking lot or in the bathroom or anything.
Like or on the team's call.
Yeah, we're on the
Yeah.
team's call.
Hopefully not on the team's call.
I don't know. I think my
Surely
favorite
not.
one today was the on the phone on the team's call nestled with his cat.
Yeah.
On
As
the
one
customer.
does. I mean, my cat's accidentally been in a Teams meeting before. I'm not gonna lie.
True.
Yeah.
Your
In a
cat?
company-wide meeting. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Walked
You
across.
you
walked
weren't in
across my
bed,
screen.
though.
I wasn't in bed.
You
No,
were in
I was in
bed
my
with her.
office.
Yeah. Okay.
My cat walked
No,
across
I
the
get
screen.
that.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
on your
yeah.
if you're at your desk and your
She
cat
just-
comes by at home, I get
Yeah.
that.
She just likes to be on the
All right.
camera. But
All right. Well, I just want to thank B-Checks for being our sponsor.
Yep.
If you're going to hire somebody, make sure your next hire is not a bad hire. Screen them with B-Checks. So thanks to them, and submit your stories. Look for our next episode. Submit your stories. Go to thebadhire.com, and you'll see how to submit a story there, and you'll see how to enter the contest to win $10,000 this season. We're looking forward to that.
yep.
And
Make sure they're entertaining because they come to us and we're like pretty hard to entertain.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
We don't want to read anything boring.
Yeah, please. Spare us.
I don't want to
right.
read anything boring.
so
Yeah.
so
No ranting, please.
Yeah, no
no
ranting. Don't write it in rant style if you want to
Do
win
not
$10,000.
copy and paste from your notes app
Yeah.
and send it in.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So send your stories in. We'd love to read them, and we appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.